Want more news and analysis about the 2018 midterms? Sign up for James Hohmann's newsletter here. With Brianne Depish and Joni Grieve. The big idea: national Republicans threw the kitchen sink to hold a House seat in Pennsylvania that President Trump won by 20 points. But while the special election remains too close to call, Democrat Conor Lamb clings to a narrow lead and declared victory early this morning, to lose in the heart of his geographic base of support, Saccone, including on Saturday, and tweeted his support again on Tuesday. The White House also deployed Don Jr., Ivanka, Kellyanne Conway, Mike Pence and even Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke to help. The bigger reason that the savviest GOP operatives in town are freaking out right now, though, is that the results underscore the degree to which the party has been unable to hone in on a message that can reliably win races in this environment. Republican groups carpet-bombed Lamb with commercials linking him to Nancy Pelosi, but Lamb largely diffused these hits by running a response ad saying that he wouldn't support her for leader. Trump administration officials told reporters that they thought the 18,000 members of the United Steelworkers Union live in the district backed the Democrat because Saccone supports right-to-work legislation. So the issue was a wash. Republicans tried to run on the tax cuts, which they've promised for months will be the centerpiece of their 2018 messaging. Commercials highlighted Lamb's opposition to reform and relief for the middle class. When these spots didn't move the needle, GOP groups stopped talking about them. Politico's Kevin Robillard pulled the data to show what was on the airwaves for the weeks of Feb. 4 and Feb. 11, roughly two-thirds of the broadcast television ads from Saccone's campaign, the Congressional Leadership Fund Super PAC and the National Republican Congressional Committee mentioned taxes, for the week of Feb. To 14% the week after. Since the beginning of March, tax ads have been essentially non-existent. These groups then hammered Lamb, a Marine Corps veteran and former prosecutor, as pro-sanctuary cities. Then they accused him of letting dangerous drug dealers get off the hook for their crimes with lenient sentences. The dark turn the ads took in the final. If you live in a battleground and have young children, you might want to keep them away from the tube. Something similar happened in last year's Virginia governor's race. Republican Ed Gillespie initially made a proposal for tax cuts the centerpiece of his campaign. When that failed to excite conservatives, he embraced divisive wedge issues. Gillespie defended Confederate monuments, attacked his opponent on sanctuary cities, and called him weak on the MS 13th Street Gang. Democrat Ralph Northam won anyway. Money was essentially no object in Pennsylvania. National Republicans spent at least $10.7 million to help Saccone, more than 5 times as much as their Democratic rivals. They will not be able to do that in every close race this fall. What's wild about that spending is this race was almost entirely for bragging rights. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court has struck down the Republican-drawn map as unconstitutional and ordered redistricting. The districts won't look anything like it currently does come November. But with 100% of precincts reporting, Lamb has 49.8% of the vote to Saccone's 49.6%. There are thousands of absentee and provisional ballots outstanding, and a recount is possible if the candidates are separated by 0.5 percentage points or less. Saccone, with the support of the NRCC, said around midnight that it's not over yet. Around 1 a.m., Lamb declared victory at his watch party. It's always dangerous to overinterpret the results of any single special election. Remember, Republican Karen Handel prevailed in a much ballyhooed special election last year in the Atlanta suburbs, in which both sides spent even more. But if Democrats can win in a district where they didn't even bother to field the candidate the past 2 election cycles, they can triumph anywhere. Moreover, there are not many, if any, real opportunities for Republican incumbents to score meaningful legislative achievements between now and November. The GOP's struggles are remarkable because the economy is so strong.